Hello everyone. Now in this video we will see how we can install GraphQL and how we can create our first GraphQL program. So let's get started. Here we have to install npm install and then we will write Apollo server. So we need Apollo server to work with GraphQL. So we have three ways to work with that. So one way is we can use Apollo server. So let's see what's the okay. So we can see here we have Apollo server. So we need to basically install Apollo server in our Node.js project, and once you will install, it should be available under dependency. So now you can see here npm Apollo server is now installed in this particular folder, and now we can use this in our application. So first thing what we will do is we can start writing code in index file, or you can create any other file that you want. First thing we will write here is const, and then we'll have to import Apollo server and then GraphQL we have to import from Apollo server. So from Apollo server we need to import Apollo server and then GQL. Now after that we will write here, so let's say on which port you want to run, you can write here const port equal to, let's say, 4000, and then we have to define a schema. A schema is nothing, and then also we will write here resolver. So a schema and resolver are two main things that we need to define here, and then we will write const server equal to new Apollo server. This particular thing we have to use here, new Apollo server, and here in this server we have to pass the schema, and then we have to pass the resolver. So these two things we will pass here, and after that we'll write here server dot listen, and in this one we can pass the port which is we have defined here, and then most of the time this will start our server. So before that we can write here a schema. So a schema is, we can write const a schema equal to, and then you have to use GQL, and after that you can write this tilde symbol, and then you can write whatever things you wanted to write inside this. So suppose I want now type, and then I'll write query, and here we have, let's say, query is hello, and we want a string type data in the response. So GQL and then query. So query we can write a small or capital. So now you can see we have defined a schema which we will use here, and then we have to use resolver. So in resolver we can write same resolver equal to, and then we'll write here query. Inside query we have basically hello. So you can see this query hello will be used here, and then we can say we have a function which will return basically one hard coded value. So I can say return hello, welcome to GraphQL, something like this we have written here. Just save the program, and we have already used resolver and schema in this server, and then we have used the port number. So if you want, you can write here. So this will also start from here. We can, if you want, you can add more things here, then just to make sure whether it is working fine or not. And then you can say function. In this function you can pass URL, then I'll write here console.log, and in this log I'll say that server started at, and then we can say dollar, and here we have URL. So we have two ways to write console. One is you can use this tilde symbol, and then you can use dollar symbol to append or to add any variable, or you can use normal single quote, and then using plus you can write the output. Now let's write node index.js. Click enter. Okay, so maybe we have to change it to the type def which is required. So I'll copy this type def and will replace with this one. Just we have to rename the type def, and then let's try to run it whether it is working or not. Yeah, now you can see server started at 4000. So we will go here and we can write localhost and 4000, and then slash. So whenever you will write localhost 4000, you can see something is automatically appearing here. So let's make it 100%. Yeah, so now you can see we have GraphQL is up and running, and then we can close these things, or even if you will open this one in incognito mode, you will see something like this one. Here we have prettier history, and this is basically a playground. So whenever you use GraphQL Apollo server, then you get something like this kind of UI automatically. And then if you want to run it, what you can do, you can write here. So you don't need any what we say API documentation or any other thing. All things is already written. So if you will click on docs, you will see here you have only one query, that is hello, and what all things is available. This is a scalar string type, and then we have here a schema. So once we click on it, you will see all the things that is declared inside it. And then if you want to run it, then you can simply write here hello, because we have in the doc, we can see we have hello. So you can write simply hello and then click on play. So now you should see the output, right? So you can see here, whenever you write here hello, you will see output hello, and then data is basically null. So we'll have to see why data is null, because we are writing only resolve. So we have to write resolvers. These two things basically you have to write exactly the same, resolvers, and then here also we have to write resolvers. Let's save it and then run it again. We can use nodemon also. So now let's go here again, and then we can right click, and then you can see output is data hello, and then hello welcome to GraphQL. One way is you can write in this way, Other way is you can write using query. So you can use query, and in this query you can write hello. So if you will send it, you will see the same data, but if you will send some other thing, then you can see you will get error that this thing is not defined. So you have to define exactly the same thing, which whatever things you are writing here. Hello, this is your query. So query, and then you are passing hello as a string, right? And then what data you will get from hello is this one. This is the resolver. Type schema, where you define the schema, and from resolver where you get the response from that resolver. So that's the magic that we see in GraphQL playground. And prettier option is just you want to format your things, you can click on prettier, it will format the data. This is the URL that we have only one URL, and we send always post method in the response. If we will go into the inspect element and go to the network tab, and we can click on this button. Let's see what happens. So from here we get the response, and then you can see we are sending basically post request, and inside post request we are actually sending the query. This is inbuilt query that we are sending from here, and yeah, you can see the response as well from the query. So going forward, we will create one project and we'll use with MongoDB. So in the next chapter we will install MongoDB in our system, and then we will try to work with MongoDB RESTful API using GraphQL. See you in the next demo.